Welcome to our lesson where I'm going to show you how to use CapCut. So the main aim of this lesson is to show you the basic editing. I'm not going to go too much into details or into anything too complex, but I'm going to show you the main features that I use in this app basically on day-to-day basis. Before we start, I just wanted to say that I'm using the pro version. So if you're using a free version, it's going to look a little bit differently. Also, if you're looking into CapCut from your phone, it's also gonna look a little bit differently. The features are called the exact same way, just it's gonna be placed in different parts of your phone screen. Regarding the pro version, I believe it is very beneficial to have, especially if you're planning to do UGC in the future. If you're planning to stay in content creation, let's say I haven't discovered another tool which would have the same features that I need on day-to-day basis, which would be so easy to use and so convenient, to be honest, although I wanted to multiple times and I was trying other apps as well. But so far, the most easy, the fastest, and the most convenient one for the features that I need, once again, was CapCut for me. And I believe a lot of other creators and also UGC creators are using CapCut as well. So once again, for your future roles or for UGC or for content creation, it is useful to know how it functions, how to use it, and just know the basics of it. Before we get started, I just wanted to say that if you want to subscribe to it, there are a couple of options. And just a few months ago, I believe, the subscription price went up and it was around 20 something euros, at least for me, which I wasn't very excited about because it is quite a lot when you think that it's a monthly fee, a monthly subscription. So I've discovered a tip that I also wanted to share with you guys. If you buy the subscription from your Apple subscription in your settings, if you have an iPhone, you pay, I believe, only 9 euros a month. So that's way cheaper than if you're buying it directly from CapCut, and you can use all the pro features and enjoy your CapCut as well. So yeah, I thought I'm gonna share it. Maybe it's gonna help some of you. I didn't know about it. I discovered it completely by accident. So I hope it helps some of you to save some money in the long run. And now let's get to editing and let's get and speak about features. So the first thing that you want to do when you open CapCut is import your media. Today I'm gonna focus on video editing and I'm only gonna explain how to do the basic video editing from CapCut. I'm not gonna dig into picture editing as well, but keep in mind that CapCut also has that option. It also has amazing templates. For the picture option, what I found the most convenient for myself is the background removal. You can also adjust the picture a little bit. It has the color grading, I believe, if I'm not wrong, and other features too. So definitely go ahead and explore that option if it's relevant to you. Now back to editing. So you can import all your media through this button over here. You can also record it directly, but I'm never gonna do it. So I'm just importing everything that I pre-filmed previously, either from my phone or if I'm doing any screen recordings, of course, from my laptop, but usually it's through the phone. And what you would want to do is simply click on the plus sign or drag the media like that. So now let's talk about the main and the most basic features, which is cutting the video, undoing the changes that you made to the video. So you can cut the video in different ways. First way is simply by dragging the video. Let's say you don't need the end of the video or something like that. The second option that I also use is by going to the place where you want to cut the video from, simply clicking on the split part. And from there, you can either just simply drag the part that you don't want to use, or you can also go ahead to the end where you want to cut it, click on split, and simply remove this bit by deleting the video. You can also go ahead and use the split option whenever you want the changes to apply to this little bit only. So let's say you want to speed up only this part of the video, or you want to mute only this part of the video. It also is very useful for that. Then we have the audio option, meaning that you can add all the music from here. You can also have it linked to TikTok, I believe, and you can also import the sounds from your own phone or laptop. And for UGC, what we're also using quite a lot are the sound effects. So here you can get all the little pops, little animation sounds, like let's see what they have. A little typing sound, let's say a little water drop. Let's say you are doing a UGC video with a serum and you're pumping it out or something like that. So I'm also going to attach all of my most used sounds from here as well. These are extremely useful as well, and you can simply save them by clicking on the little start, or you can also add them by clicking, once again, same as import, just by clicking the plus sign, or you can also just drag the sound to wherever you need it to be. On the right side, you have the basic editing for the audio, so the volume of it, right? And you can of course also adjust the volume of the video through here or through also over there. You also have an option to fade in and fade out the little sound that you added or the song that you added, so it doesn't cut very harshly, but it just fades out or it just goes up in the video. You also have some options over here. These are usually used for voiceovers. So if you would want to add a voiceover, you could also do it directly from here. Then once you've added the voiceover, you can also normalize loudness, enhance the voice, meaning that your voice is going to be sounding a little bit less distracted. Then you also have an option to reduce the noise, just in case your voiceover was noisy. And yeah, other features over here. Then you can also speed up the little sound, and you can also the same way speed up the video as well. You have the standard speeding up option available, or you have the curve as well over here. So yeah, you can try this out as well. Very convenient. And this one then, my new series where I show you how to edit. So that's how this one looks, and it's very easy to apply. You can also customize it to your preferences, and it could look like a cool effect without putting a lot of effort into it. Then of course you have the text option over here that you're gonna use very frequently. Once again, click on the plus sign and you can drag your text wherever you need it to be. You can also extend the time of your text for as long as you need it to be on the video. And then if you click on the text, you're gonna be able to change it over here. You can also change the font to your preferred one. Once again, with the Pro option, you have way more fonts available than with the free option. You can also import your own fonts in case you're working for a brand that wants only certain fonts that, let's say, CapCut doesn't have. You also have an option to change the color, the font size, the pattern, add any effects, and etc. The background, glow, shadow, curve, anything text related. What I'm also using quite a lot is text animation, the in and out. So let's say I want this text over here to pop up. So what I'm usually using is this one, and it would look something like that, as you can see. Other ones that are frequently used are the typing one, the typewriter, fade in, let's say, depending on what you want. And also you have the same for getting out. So your text, let's say, would fade out or would slide out once it's at the end of the timeline. And then we have the loop. So there are also a few that I'm using quite frequently. In the loop, I'm mostly using the drift up. I use it for emojis a lot of times. It just gives this cool effect. And I also use this one over here, depending on what you're looking for, of course. And let me see if there's anything else that I'm frequently using. I believe those are the main ones. Also this wave one as well. But of course, once again, have a look at them, explore them, and see if anything fits your style and your aesthetics. Then other thing that you could be finding very useful is text to speech. So if you don't want to record a voiceover, you can just simply add the text and have it made into the speech based on your preferred character voice. And then you have the stickers option. So here I'm using these, which are the main ones whenever I want to highlight that the product is available, let's say in my bio or something like that. But it's also perhaps useful to see. I'm also using the stickers like the clock or follow button, etc. So also have a look at this. Then in the effects option, we're having all of these also very interesting looking effects, and I've also used them in the past, and I have some tutorials that are using these effects available for you as well in the tutorial videos. Then you have transitions. So what is going to be over here? So for example, you wanted to transition like this from one video to another one, and it's going to look like that, right? So once again, very easy to use, but makes your video way more engaging. Then you have the captions option, also super useful whenever you have a voiceover. I also use it quite a lot. You also have an option for bilingual captions if you are subscribed to the pro version. That means that it translated to any other language. So it can be very, very useful if your client operates in multiple countries. And if, let's say, you're making content in English, but they want, let's say, the content to also have Spanish subtitles. So, or any other language subtitles. I just gave my own example. But yeah, once again, very easy to use. You just choose the language that you also want to add the subtitles in. Let's say Spanish in this case. You can choose the spoken language, or it can also choose it for you. So yeah, it usually auto detects, but you can also just choose to make sure that everything goes well. And once you have everything in, if you don't need bilingual captions, you can also leave it blank, and you're only gonna get the spoken language captions for yourself. So you can just leave it blank as well. Once you're ready, once you're happy with it, you just click on generate, and it's gonna generate the captions for you. I know that this is perhaps not the best video for you to see what's going on because it's quite busy, but as you can see, the captions appeared over here. One of them are in English and the other ones are in Spanish. You can go ahead and you can change the font of the captions. You can also add them as animation and make them animated as well. What you're gonna need to do is simply click on the animation option. Once you have the caption selected, select on captions. And then what I'm using, for example, is the bounce out option, so you can see it by word. But you also have all the other different captions available from here. And the same goes with the text. If you don't like the text and the font that was selected for you, you can also go ahead and just simply change it to your preferred one. Let's say this one. And you can also just adjust the font size and the position as well, the colors, the effects, everything else. Then what else do we have? We have the filter option. So over here, you're just gonna have some filters, speaks for itself. I don't often use it. I use the adjustment option better, and you can customize the adjustment for, let's say, only one part of the video or for the entire video, and you can simply select the auto adjust or color correct it yourself. And that's basically it. Once again, these are just the basic editing features that you can use on CapCut, and I just explained it very quickly and I didn't go into much details. But I'm also gonna have, once again, as I mentioned before, the little video tutorials where I'm gonna go ahead and explain into more detail how to establish one effect or another. But if you have any specific questions, once again, just let me know by texting me or just ask in the Q&A section as well. And I'm gonna be happy to help you figure this out. So hope this was helpful, and let's see each other in the next lesson.